Hey friends, this is a quick demo of the new addition to BlogMaker. It's the AI writing agents, which can create posts for you based on specific criteria that you set. So if I go to the writing section, the AI writing jobs, I get a little description here, what the AI writing jobs are. And they're basically just a set of instructions that you give to BlogMaker, which are based on a writing agent who has I want to say personality with tone, structure, and different criteria that you can edit. And then based on those, it creates a post for you. So let's just go ahead and do this, and then you'll see how it all works. So I'll go and set up a new AI writing job. And before creating a new AI writing job, we have to create the agent. So I'll go and create the agent. And the way you create the agent is you give it a link to a post that you have written, a post that somebody else has written. In this instance, I'll just go and grab one of my posts. It's this one here, things I love about BlogStatic. This was before BlogStatic was rebranded to BlogMaker. And then I'll add this link here. I can do the agent, I can create the agent just with that link. I can also create the agent without the link and just give it various notes of how I want this agent to write. Do I want it to be funny? Do I want it to write short sentences? Do I want the agent to write paragraphs that have only one sentence? Do I want it to be sarcastic, etc.? In this case, I'll just add my link, and then additional notes, I'll say, make it sound funny sometimes, and usually give I guess I want to say, like, give it sort of sources of where it gets the information, but for the sake of this demo, let's just leave it at make it sound funny sometimes. And then I'll hit create agent. This can take up to 20 seconds, usually done within 7 to 10 seconds. There we go. So we have one writing agent, and the way OpenAI has done it is that it's taken my link, it's taken my comment, the note, and it has created the agent called the Jester. And it says a conversational and humorous writing style that makes complex topics feel accessible. And if I click edit, I'll see more about this writing agent. This is a prompt that usually the writing agent will give to OpenAI to create your post. So whenever you create a post based on this agent, these are the criteria. These are some of the style traits, tone, the gesture, the sentence length is varied with a mix of short and long sentences. The language is English, can be anything. And then there's some formatting stuff that you can choose. You could say, go very unpredictable, be random, or you can just stay like kind of normalish right here. And then the article, you can choose to make it like a super long, a short article. I'll just say short this time. Paragraph flow. So it's looked at my post that I shared with it, and it's decided to have varying paragraphs. So not all paragraphs are uniform. There's sort of some are long, some are short. There are paragraphs with only one sentence. And then initially it has picked no headers, but I'll just say, just use sporadic headers. So like H2s and H3s. And I'll update this agent. And then we're done. We're done with this agent. We can create as many as we want. I think for the purpose of this demo, I think you can create 5, if I believe, at the point of this video. So a quick note on the feature, it's available on all plans, even on trial accounts. But at some point it will go behind some of the higher end plans. So with the agent done, I'll go to the writing section and I'll create a job. And for this writing job, I'll pick the Jester. Imagine here we have like a couple of different agents. For this one, I'll pick the only one we have, the Jester. And then I'll say the title of the post that I want to write is, let's say, soccer and programming in 2025. And I'll say, give me bullet points So these notes are on top of the agent rules that I just showed. So the gesture has all the rules that we just edited, modified a bit. And then on top of that, I'm giving it the title, and I'm giving it notes on top of all that, and just saying like, give me bullet points and a few, I haven't tried this actually. So let's say a few links to outside sources that that relate to the topic, to the argument you're trying to make. Also, end with open-ended questions and make the entire article a curiosity piece on how sports and programming relate to one another. And that's it. So I'll hit update. That should be like create. I have to change that. So the writing job is done. This is not the post. I'm just telling BlogMaker to create this post for me using this gesture with these notes. And the status of this job is in queue. And if I refresh it, I can see that it's in progress. The cron job has picked it up. It'll take about 10 seconds or so again for the post to be created. And then once it's created, we'll have a link here that directs us to the post, and then it'll appear on the post section as well. So there we go. So it just appeared here on top of my post. If I go back to the writing, the jobs, it says completed, the link, which takes us to the edit view of that post. So here are the bullet points that I asked for. All these things that OpenAI has picked up from the agent. So what it needs to write about, how it needs to write it. And then I just want to see if there's a curiosity in this thing. I don't see it as much, to be honest. Maybe I didn't explain it well, but yeah. So this is the piece that has been created from the agent. And then, of course, you can go in and make it sound more your own, even when creating the post. So let's say if I go to AI writing, I can give it a whole outline here. I can say, these are the headers, these are the section, sections, and then what each section should be about, and then OpenAI, which currently BlogMaker is using to create this post, will go ahead and do this. So yeah, I'm curious how we'll use it. Let me know if you have any questions, any comments, any suggestions, how it can be better. This is the first time that this has been available on BlogMaker, and I'm super excited, to be honest. This is magical to me, and I'm trying to make it as human as possible. So when you're writing a post, you want to write it on your voice, based on the agent that you've created, based on your articles. And then, of course, once the article is created by the AI, you can go in and edit out and add any sections that are missing or remove any that you don't agree with. And this way you can produce more, again, based on your voice, on your thoughts, and your ideas. So yeah, I can't wait to hear from you.